Alright, let's see how this goes. However this mess goes. Helicopters are basically right overhead. I can't really observe OBS because I only have the one monitor and playing this on it, so... And it's full screen, I should say. So... We'll see. And if it's still bad after this, I don't know what to tell you. I'm thinking something has like happened to OBS or something, because a streamer I follow on Twitter was complaining this morning. It looks better now. Well, that's good. The streamer I follow on Twitter was mentioning like he was trying to do his like stream or whatever, and he had to like completely stop and rejigger everything because despite changing nothing, OBS was just destroying his stream quality or whatever. In my case, I think it was because I had messed with things during like the Splatoon mess on the weekend there, and I had to set them all back again. So that should hopefully be fine. Hopefully. Where am I? Yes. Nah, we'll try to reach each other. Yeah, fuck this. I might tire Clark out and put in either Sue or whoever it is can do ice stuff. Which might be the tech. Well, that's right, it's her, she has the ice droid. Just to, you know, make sure I'm doing my best here. Yeah. Yeah, it would probably do a hell of a lot more wearing these things down than this. You get your ability back. That's right, she need to put up her thing, I keep forgetting. As well. Helps significantly. Well, it's a pretty good deal. I'm going to die before we get to it, so that's fine. Yep. Oh, almost. Who goes next? Clark goes next, but I don't think he has an attack. Ah, crap. Ah, fuck it. You take that out. Well, he does have this, actually. I forgot about that. Would have done the business, but I don't know. Not even the video picking. I saw that. The video's, what is it, NVIDIA Force or whatever it is? Or no, is that just, I just saw G-Force something and just assumed it was called Force. I don't know. It's weird that NVIDIA decided to like put their, like throw their hat into that ring though. I didn't think it was particularly advantageous to them. Need to go find the batteries. Battery, need to go retrieve the batteries from downstairs. Thinking we need to go retrieve them from downstairs. That or I've missed something in here. I did. Oh, I see. It's free. GeForce Now. It's free and for games you actually own. Well, hell, that's already a better start by far than anything Stadia was hoping to do. Is it just like a streaming, like like I say when I say stream, I mean like the Steam Link thing, which is just stream games from like one of your machines that has like an NVIDIA thing to another? Or I didn't actually pay any attention to this. So I saw like the news article in between bites at a big long meeting today and work. Alright. Ew. Right now, we should swap to her right now, actually. I'm glad it's keeping her level with everyone else, at least. Do it. She does have a super high hackitude. Where is the... I remember this being like fucking murderously powerful. Could do some of that. There's also... someone must be equipped with it then. So yeah, you know what, just take that. Should just save myself the bother. What's down here? It's just the way we came in, I think. We didn't actually go down to Dublin today, but the meeting was still so. It's like Stadia. You can actually play. You can play all your Steam games on their servers over the internet. So it's still not very useful, but better than Stadia. Yeah, I mean, that is better than Stadia, but that does just make me kind of ask the question of why wouldn't I just play my Steam games on a device locally? Like, I can't think of a use case where you're like big enough Steam user to want this, but don't have a machine already capable of playing the things you want to play on Steam. You know? Second, I thought they were just gonna come at me, but so what's your deal? Oh well, that's fine. Oh, we do have wind, actually. But first, yeah. Probably shoot that. I need to adjust her abilities, that's right. So she's been getting stuff when leveling up, I assume, and I haven't looked at it. I suppose it's kind of especially tragic thinking about it, that something that I can't think of a real use case for is still better than Stadia. Like, even if it doesn't seem to have any real use to anyone, it's still better than Stadia. I'm not really sure how to use her hyper turns, honestly. Yours are obviously enough. Ready. The good shit. I don't have that. Is this a robot? It's a mech crab, so it better be. Yeah. Oh wait, no. There we go. I was one move ahead of myself. You get to pay $5 if you want to use it properly. There's a queue for free users, and when you get in, you're allowed to play for an hour. I mean, that's still kind of crap, but like, I guess it is free. You know, it's not like a... It's not like Stadia charging you extra just for using the service on top of buying your games. Although it is only for an hour, so... $5 is still a better price than Stadia's crap, if I remember right, though. I forget, they had like a subscription, a full year subscription fee that was like tens of dollars, if not like 100. Or could be over 100 if you had a pro one or something. It all fades from memory so quickly. And just fair. For once we're throwing the ball, green crap. Alright, the drone finished it. Before we fight them, just have them. Yeah, just fight them. Oi. Hugs the infestor. Such a meaty sound. Should have used the fucking heal thing. You know, these are pretty sure these are robots. Yeah. These do a hectic amount of damage though. Oh yeah, no, that was part of why Stadia was so terrible, man. Was no, there's just there's a subscription service to use it, but then you have to buy the games on top of that. Like you have to use this, you have to buy a subscription to actually use the streaming, but you can't stream any of the games unless you buy the games individually for full retail price, digital only, and you don't even own it locally. You pay full retail price for a digital copy on Google's servers. That was the magic of Stadia. It was... Oh, that's beautiful. You thought it was better than it actually was. You were giving them the benefit of the doubt. Yes, when Google shuts that servers down, everyone loses the stuff they bought on it. That's just it. They just lose it. There's nothing in place to give people keys for games they bought. Nothing. Like once it's down, it's down. That's actually hellishly good. Hold on. Wow. It's fucking great. The Stadia, it is. That's beautiful. You're giving them the benefit of the doubt, and they couldn't even rise to that. And there's people who defended this. I just want to keep reminding that there are people who defended this system of paying the subscription to, like, you know, 100 tens to $100 a year to use the thing, and then paying like $60 or like 40, 50 pounds, probably 50, 59.99 for streamed copies of games. The subscription only gets you the right to use the system, and that's it. It's fucking incredible. Yes, setup. Spew. So set that up. These aren't robots, they're just gits. Actually, I should use the pierce, the void magic shit when I have that on her, seeing as If I don't have any robot enemies anyway. Honestly, probably even them. Set up. Get spewed on. She takes very little damage from the spew. Does Alyssa, that's curious. Even them off. So hit that one. And bang. Double bacon. You're down. That does hit hell. I always doubt that ability. So I'm like, oh, you know, if you can't kill, how strong can it really be? And it actually is freakishly strong. And so is that for that matter, I don't know. So we have to reckon with this. No? We dead end. I don't feel bad for like the people who bought in this theory. Like I know there's some who were genuinely fooled by it and everything. You know, as I said, like one of my friends almost did buy it into it and all, but it's kind of like I don't know why anyone thought it would go any other way to begin with. It reminds me a lot of the Ouya. You know, we're like, hello, Xbox controller. Oh. Give me a second, I need to go find batteries, I think, because it's just shutting off. One moment. I think. Okay, it hasn't just faded off again, so resume it's back. I was just getting batteries and clicking it all back into place. Because the Xbox controller died. Wanna buy Dragon Age Inquisition, play it in the other hand because I own physical copies of the other two, and I wanna have the whole series on my shelf. I can get that. There's no physical copy of the Game of the Year edition. It's EA. I guess it isn't that weird thinking about it. I don't know. I guess like actually there probably is like a major story DLC, isn't there? What can you do really? Hello, Hammer. I feel like you might end up having to bite the bullet because of EA. I mean, I guess like you do what you can, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised there is no physical release of that. You know, EA, at you, because you hit the hardest. Oh, pardon me. You just work on that. Set up. Hey, on the draw there, Hammer. I just suddenly saw something pop up in the screen. I was like, the directly at me, and it like just immediately trying to turn over, just banned. Bless you though. I saw there was like some fucking follower about shit. Doom randomly stopped working yesterday. Huh. I'm gonna guess. Are troubleshooting in Steam forums and shit ever helpful for this? I guess no luck, no. Or did you make it? Mic count? Hey, I actually got the one on the left too. I wasn't paying attention to that. Oh, that's good. What was the issue? It was just... And then it stopped working. Oh, fuck. Is it like... Oh, that did hellish damage. Oh my god. What it... I did it, thank fuck. What is it that's going on? Is it like a memory issue? Is it like filling up? Is it like causing a memory leak, or is it like just destroying, like corrupting its files or whatever? I mean, that's good at least. Now you've got it down. But any idea what like the root issue is? Is entirely the first load. Ah, that would be those his vaunted id mega textures, is it? I mean, if I had that, I guess. Every other part of the game works perfect. That's funny. That's very funny. It's weird how these things just happen like that. Nah, you wanna fuck that up. I just kill it outright, actually. Yeah, go for it. Ah. What is your processor? Because if, I mean, if they can get Doom running on a Switch, it can't be like bad. Or I mean, I guess you're trying to run a beefier version on the PC. Because you're not gonna crap it down, do a 30 FPS mess. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we're getting fancy. Let's be real, I'll never really use this. Really use that. Who's noticed? What are you? Oh. Spectral, and that actually would be good to have. So with that, she's got a few wee things from in between. Oh, that's... Oh, we're getting cheeky now. Well, what would I want to give up for that? Kinda need a defense. Nah, I'd rather have the party defend. Echo is handy, but I only ever really use Echo as a follow-up to this. Whereas I could use that as a follow-up after burning everything else. Revive Ray. Had that ages ago and just didn't equip it. Yeah, I remember that. The AMD Phenom 2X3 720. Oh, that takes me back. That takes me back to like... Not my previous PC, but the one before that, which was an AMD like Phenom 2X4. Something. I think it was like something Black Edition. So it was probably like a steadier up version of your X3 one. You also need new memories. That's right, because everything's gonna be like DDR4 now. Which means a whole fancy new 2G. You might as well just tot everything off them, really. Oh, that's gonna be fucking pricey as hell, though, isn't it? That's for €338. That's pretty good for like a, you know, an overhaul like that. I was expecting worse, honestly. What are you looking at in terms of components? There's that explosion. I do want to keep that just in case. Focus is too good not to have. That's very handy. I never really use this, to be fair, but is it really worth this? Yeah, we'll see how we do. They don't really need the area hit versus just damage on one, I think. Well, I say that, but it might end up being nice to have. Yeah. What did you get? You got... That's right, I was thinking about this. It says lax style, but that's not too bad when she builds style fairly quickly anyway. Curse and stun on all enemies. And you know what? Hey, nah, take that. I did read, Amalie, you mentioned that Inquisition is apparently actually pretty bad, but the DLC is apparently, on the other hand, extremely good. Yeah, like, that's pretty good. Like, pretty much any Ryzen line is actually, like, you know, worth a punt. Apparently they're all actually, like, very good, especially for the price. €153. Not bad. And that's actually better, thinking about it, because, like, that way you had more money for your motherboard and memory and shit. One sec. Okay. I'm gonna do a lot of poisoning to be fair, so I might actually just take Tornado to see how that goes. Actually, you while I'm at it. I-beam. You are la revolution. The next drone ability, yeah, this is pretty good. Never really used that, but it might come out. It's the least viable one here. Quite a bit. Ooh. That could be handy. Drone stuns all enemies. That could also be very handy. I don't mind not having this, actually. I might regret it, but let's go with that. And I'll get this to hit and I'll give you an R attack. That purity field is really good side of the. You are built up on attacks. Freeze Way is good enough to have, especially in here. Nor's defense is really good. There's a lot of really good. And I think this is situational enough. I could probably bin it for this. Especially since she has like the dark magic shield. People in the UK, unlike most other countries, don't automatically have an identity card and therefore need to get a passport if they want to travel anywhere in the EU. Yeah, I mean, you only get an identity card if you have stuff like, if you go and vote, in which case you get like electoral ID, or you have a driver's license or whatever. We don't have any like base identity thing otherwise, usually. Which isn't too bad, like you mostly get by a vote anyway. You're voted anyway here, like, there's so much like just general bureaucracy and stuff that you usually have like a dozen different ways to identify yourself verifiably without a specific card. So, it's a weird system, but it works. Oh, just a general ID card would be very nice to have, outside of like, you know, passport, driver's license, electoral ID, and the rest of it. Pardon me. Oh. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, you. Alright, no worries. We may not regret this. More battery slots, yeah. So where were they? Bit ominous looking in there, must be said. Must be in the different rooms then. Alright, fair enough. Most British people use their driver license ID. Of course, that doesn't count as proper ID, so you need a passport to leave the country. Yeah, basically. If you're in Northern Ireland, then it gets like an extra layer of fun, which is that under the terms of like the Good Friday Agreement, you can have both. You have both like British and Irish nationality, so you have like you can have both a British and Irish passport if you want to. Fun times. Well, we went up there last time, so let's go around here. I think this brings us back in here. No, this is different. Oh, that's unfortunate. There's one. Oh, right, that's what those were for, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you know, the shitheads here have, like, screeched away into not being part of Europe anymore, so I guess they never, you know, why would we ever enjoy being able to just go anywhere without anything, you know, any need for extra crap or special verification or papers or anything? Why would that ever be useful or handy or nice or fucking anything, really? Or what? Was it the floor below again? Oh, wait, no. Doesn't matter anymore for now. Just wait till the crying starts, when the ones who voted this in realize the folly of their ways. Because they will. No, that's what I was thinking of, so let's drop somewhere else. Over here, I guess. Hey. Not that critical, I think. Apparently Sinn Féin, which is our, you know, our local Republican Party up here, like they're fairly newly formed, like, or at least newly politically active branch in the Republic, have been tearing shit up in the election run-up. And I'm not saying they're trying to set up for like a two-pronged let's start a border poll thing, but I'm saying they're starting up for a two-pronged let's start a border poll thing. We did, but they're fucking idiots and they refuse to listen to anything but, like, you know, their own screaming. Like, there's the screeching voices inside their head, that's it. That's the only thing that tells the truth. What are they doing? I got the blue battery, I need to find yellow battery. He goes outside, has to come back inside. One way or another, at least this chunk of the UK is getting back in. What am I doing? I'm just farting about it. Actually, what are these for anyway? I don't think. No, I didn't go through here actually. I don't know. Or did I? I did go through here. I'm an idiot. We can plug that one in over here. In the room to the east. Oh well, that's handy. And you know, like one way or another. Oh god, it just. You know, like. Curious. Yeehaw. How would you say are the current chances of Scotland leaving the UK? I would say they're very high, but it might take a while. In part because with the current way things are set up, they basically need the English government to agree to let them have like an independence poll, like an independence referendum, and they're going to staunchly refuse on the grounds of like bitter English nationalism that says their colony can't leave. But I would not put it past after like enough yelling that the Scottish National Party, who control like literally over 90% of Scotland's own like home parliament, to just go ahead and do it, and then cite that as proof enough, and then just start a whole constitutional crisis to get their way out. And I think it's like pretty much fair odds that if they do that, they'll win any which way. Like after a point, you just can't argue that, and they might just try to leave and just say fuck it, we're just going to tear our way out anyway. Because, like, as much as the Tories want to deny it and try and lock them in, after a point you can't really do that. Short of, like, trying to actually fight over it, but I doubt they would actually want to fight over it. On the flip side, Northern Ireland has a whole mechanism built in for this. Well, like, a part of the Good Friday Agreement is that yeah, will of the people, but not those ones. Northern Ireland has a whole mechanism called the border poll, which enshrined in our law, and especially in the Good Friday Agreement, is, I forget what the exact percentage is, but something like if the Secretary of State agrees, and that's an oratory government thing, but what if once the calls for that become really high, they can't, the Secretary of State basically can't refuse, short of starting a new civil war, because you better fucking believe there's whole communities that would start fighting over this, with literally fighting, guns out, ready to go. So the idea is once you trigger a border poll, if I remember, it's I forget if it's a simple majority or if it's a 2/3 thing. But once you start the border poll, win or lose, if the border poll is rejected and say no, they want to stay in, by law it automatically happens every 7 years forever until they vote yes, and then they leave. And that's the long and short of it. It was we have our exit mechanism, it's just a matter of time. So that the moment the first one is procced, that's it. Northern Ireland's on a clock. I would also note that as of 2020, at some point in 2020, the population demographic is charted to flip, so that nationalist, Catholic nationalist communities are more populous than loyalist unionist ones, Protestant unionist ones. So it's all a matter of time, basically. It's, we're running down the clock, essentially. And if Sinn Féin do manage to seize the deal and become the biggest party in the Republic of Ireland, they're already, I think right now they're currently 1 seat ahead, making them the 1 seat up in Stormont right now, in our local Northern Irish government thing, making them the biggest party right now. I think it's a minor unionist minority in government overall, which is making them shit themselves. And if Sinn Féin takes power down there as well, the pressure's on. It begins. That's basically it's screamingly obvious that's kind of the route they want to take with this. It's basically just setting up for them to go haha, it's time to go. You'll be welcomed straight in. Because that'll be what fucking everyone will be doing. Well, everyone except for, a minority up here in the north. One sec. The best part will be chanting "Will of the People" back in their faces. You can't say no, it's the indomitable will of the people that this happens. Get owned. Not that they'll accept it, but that they don't have to. Because it's the will of the people. Set that up. Yeah, I think basically we have to tolerate this for a few years. And, then at some point it's going to hit critical mass and it all just starts tumbling down. But as it's, frequently been said, we have never been closer to a united Ireland. Brexit has ironically been the greatest support for that there's ever been. Ah, there's lava listed, don't there? Yeah, I think given that thing, the stun one is probably useful, probably would actually be quite useful because it will keep going off, but that is still a wee bit iffy. That does do hectic damage. I might as well set up the ice one. And then, bam. Alright, now we shuffle up these stairs. What secrets have you for us in here? Significant threat. Don't feel so well. Oh, okay. Mind control's happening. Or mind fuckery, at least. That was a bit sudden for it. Yeah, what the? Find a different path. I mean, it didn't really try. Let's be fair. It just kind of like showed us a shiny vista. It was like, damn, you're good. And then just went straight to like trying to murder the shit out of us. Set up for ice. Doing some hell damage though. The good shit. Just okay, well. I was hoping that we'd also just spawn a giant sniper rifle just right in front of it and just blast it at point blank range. Style down thing is an interesting touch. And we'll hang on to that for a turn. See, they're all drone attacks is the thing. No, hang on to that actually. Let's pop that. Oh wait, no, you needed an attack for next turn. Oh shit. Sadly realized. What did you sadly realize? Hang on to that for a turn. You just hold that thought. I suppose not. No, you probably if you can't get a good handle on regular Doom, probably not gonna be able to run Eternal. Just shuffling that around. Pardon me. Your new one probably will. Like your new processor will probably get by fine. Maybe not like max 1 not max 7 or anything, but you'll be able to, you know, do at least a fair, medium, maybe even a high. I don't know what your graphics card is, so I'm just shitting. Pardon me. Yep. Do that. Slurp. Might as well. You do have this, if nothing else. I do believe that was actually just under half health. I can't expand that one, so go for it, see what it's like. Might be beefier under hyper. Sure, that was pretty hell for like as a regular attack from her, considering. obviously everyone get their skills back. Do that, and then do, I guess, the laser next turn. Or the double hit, actually. Yeah, double hit will actually be a good shot. I think that's him, yep. GTX 1060, yeah, you're pretty sorted on that front then, no worries. Elections in East Germany not too long ago, and the far right gained all the votes. In Thuringen, the left was still strongest, but there's now a majority. Now elected their minister president, the left one actually lost because he political middle worked together. The political middle worked together with the far right, who elected a liberal. Well, that's not really great. First time the far right managed to influence the vote since World War II there. Although, considering that it has been a bitter struggle for them to get to that point, I kind of wonder how much they'll actually manage going forward. Granted, I'm no expert on the ground or trends in Germany or anything, but I don't know, because if at least from like that whole process, it feels like they're kind of having to fight tooth and nail to get to where they are. How you doing, buddy? The cyber ant look is actually pretty rad. He's got a talk sprite. Heroine was completely irrelevant in the west of Germany. It's kind of funny how that works out. Oh, that was easy. That's actually pretty rad. The counter to the mind controlling device is actually just a giant hive mind device. That's actually kind of neat. Not even kind of, that is actually straight up neat. A hive thing being set up to contend and counter a big mind control device. That's actually pretty rad as a plot device, if you're thinking about it. That's the more I think about it. Hey. Oh, welcome aboard. Souls of the Cursed Dead. Well, you kind of replaced our ghost expert, so let's put her back in. And I actually will give her that headband then. The one party member that never left the party. You'll see why. Fair enough. So what do you do anyway? Oh hey! Interestingly, how's her abilities? Unified offense, unified defense. Interesting. Oh, that's kind of rad. That's pretty neat. thinking about what way, because I do want Earthquake on. Regen is a character ability, that's why, yeah. That's actually pretty neat to have this, as a constant thing going instead of a, a one-use thing per battle. What I think I'll take out Pain Song and pop in Earthquake. Scream, pretty good. Next program doesn't get deactivated. I guess that refers to these then. That's pretty neat. Well, we'll see how I go actually before I put in like any of these two, as good as they are. That's actually pretty rad. Reusable, large damage, stuns user. Bit unfortunate. Yeah, we'll see how we go with these before I swap over anything else on. That meets the grills. It's also just pretty rad that we got one of these guys in our party, honestly. It's nice seeing like just a non-human member entirely. I mean, I guess it's Clark, but you know what I mean. Often how that story goes. Make haste, but not recklessly. Oh, that's fine. Cash money. Nope. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. Can't really argue. That's good room. I could kind of see that anomaly, because when you mentioned that they're basically irrelevant in the West of Germany, I kind of made that mental connection myself, like the whole. What are you out of it? Well, fuck. You just have Lauren's abilities. Just in general, that's curious. Well, I mean, I don't think she can quite do that, but you know. It probably is something tied to that though, like the culture of the place is probably like, they really distrust, like, you know, they really just distrust authority in general probably, so anyone who's like, I'm very bad on the authority, you know, it's kind of like, oh yeah, you're great, I love you. You weak to fire, that's fine. Very good. Shoot. The brainwaves. I don't get it either, honestly. Nail gun. Phone beef for some reason. Bards. Songs never end. Oh, side, you're just fucking it. That's great. see, what can we do? Actually, might be very useful. But what else can we get? Murder. What else can we get for you? Yeah, keep what you got. This might be. Oh, well. So what to say is it's probably the most ghost-like ghost we faced, isn't it? Sure enough. It is the most ghost-like ghost we faced. I should probably really equip these like Molotov, honestly. Probably over that. It's a smoke. Oh, you're thinking of a specific one, are you? Oh, is this the what is it? Oh, I forget what country it's from. It's the one that's like, it's just a floating head that has like, is it the spine that hangs out underneath or something? I forget, but I remember seeing that or seeing bits of a movie that featured one of those. Fucking Void Shield is like goddamn war. There we go. Find the whole out of engine. Oh. That seems. Step up a good bit. I pen down and go, probably fuck that up proper. But I forget completely. I just remember seeing bits of the movie. It was something about thank fuck for Wikipedia. Where is it from again? Because I remember it is like somewhere like, I want to say Southeast Asia, if I remember right. Could be heavy so wrong on that. You can split the country into 3 parts. In the old DDR, we split between far left and far right. The variety people are conservatives, and the rest of the country for the very political middle. It's curious that, it's curious to someone like me that there is, well, I say that, but Northern Ireland is actually like thrown a lot behind the Alliance Party of late. Although they're not really middle, they're not like centrist exactly. They're middle in the sense that they are like cross community. They're not like, they don't recruit only from like nationalist or unionist communities, but they are like very left leaning. So not even left leaning, they are just very left. So what are you? Well, hell. Little flash of blood. Well, this is defenses really are just war, and you must beat one of these about the head. I was wondering who would be better to single target one of them, but that did so much damage on everyone that nah, it is just straight up better to hit all of them. What are you? Actually, I might even replace that for one of the other abilities, thinking about it. Although it might be useful to keep about. Yes. Get your war cry on. Yeah. Bite it back. Just have to try them as I pass, pardon me. Guess we're not really... Probably should keep an eye on that, but I'm curious. Oh. I kind of like everyone's shields right now otherwise, but that is funny. Although that would like buff her stats immensely though. Which would explain a lot. You know, I'm gonna say actually we're probably pretty good on healer. So you might as well take it. Green Party probably getting rid of votes, so barely could gain any in the East. Yeah, it's funny how that goes. So often the way how these things are linked, aren't they? You can generally tell that things are that climate change messaging is definitely making an impact, or at least maybe not enough of one yet, or getting enough results, but it is making enough of an impact that there was a whole, you know, like horse and pony show today, where like Boris Johnson and like the rest of the Tory party were like going fuck wild about like how they need to make more like, you know, climate change policy and doing stuff. Like, before, like, it was a good move to like hasten the ban on like all petrol and diesel cars to like 2035. So like you know 2035 is when they'll be banned from sale here, which is still like 15 fucking years away. So I mean, I feel like you should speed that up, so say like a good bit more, even if there is like logistical reasons for keeping it at least 10 years away. You know, it feels like, you know, at least it's beginning to sink in at least slightly, or at least enough for some people. How much will... well, it remains to be seen. I do like Side's walking animation. It's neat. I figured. So, not these ones, in other words. Hello, boys. Why do you look kind of familiar? Just shoot one of them. Yeah, try it. See if we can stun them all in one turn. Probably not, but hey, worth a shot. Into the void. Nah, figures. Yeah, cut that one. The real shit. Yeah, I might just take that out and put some Molotov or something. Can I support these cars for a long time? Oh, that's tragic. And we'll give the shit heap of like a country's government this. Like, at least to be fair, they pretty quickly enacted we need to ban these things all, and you know, at least now they've shuffled it forward by 5 years. Small moves, but there's something. You know, there is like a fair level of climate awareness in the UK, if nothing else. Although, to be fair, I say that, but actually, like, apparently car sales in general are like very down in the UK. Probably a mix of Brexit and this. And then electric car sales are actually rising here, like a good bit. Not enough to offset the sales of all the other ones. But truth be told, outside of the problems it would cause for people in manufacturing jobs, I think like the car market in general completely collapsing would actually be a generally good thing for the world. But, you know, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna need, you know, like, their jobs back. But in terms of like keeping our shit together and surviving, probably ultimately for the best. Down. Hey. Well. Flammable torch. Alright, well, tap one. That's gonna be a bit of an issue. A bit. As we start doing more damage, absolutely will. Whew. It's already a significant issue for her. But otherwise. For Arate, I mean. Cut that down to size. Now you just go for the fucking kill. Can you kill that in the one shot? Are you better off healing her? Letting her. It survived. Oh well. Beat it. So I tried to ban them in cities without warning. So everyone. Oh, okay. Everyone just bought them would have been fucked, so they got a lot back. That's fair. It is kind of thing where you do need some sort of time delay on this for everyone to adjust. It's just like, I don't know if it needs to be 15 years. I feel like, you know, 10 is probably as long as like you should keep it away, honestly. Like 5 years earlier and said we'll ban it in 10 years would have been no problem. Basically, like right now, I'm saying like it should just be as close to universal as we can get. Just ban, you know, like petrol and diesel cars in 10 years from here. Like everywhere, just fucking do it. I mean, we then probably have to enact like a massive train building exercises in a lot of places. That or a massive uptick in fucking electric, or at least hydrogen cars. Hello, Luigi. You suddenly woke up to look at me there. What's up? You hear me rattling with this? Give me a wee second. Alright, let's go. Ah. Hello, you awake now? Oh, the door is closed. If you start patting it, I'll let you out. What'd they hit that they made them run away this badly? Should look down there first. Oh, actually, probably needed to move it to do this, didn't I? Yeah. That's funny. That's gonna be especially funny when one of them does get up and text me. We're all kind of bunched together here, so that AoE guy is actually gonna be a fucking mess and a half. Yep. Do you need the adjust everyone's abilities instead of just constantly saying I will and then forgetting to? Do not like Arete. For good reason. Although she'll fuck them up. Hey, try it. Excellent. Oh, I should have just used the move. I didn't realize it would do that much damage. Oh, big stretch. That was the sound of a cat jumping to the floor. Some things just stand out and everything. I mean, hey, that's kind of close enough. She's flood actually, and then hit him with that as the solo move. Whatever. Well. Let's do the Void List. Hang on to Earthquake for when he's low. That just does a fuck ton of damage in general, doesn't it? Like, goddamn. I'll just shoot it, see how it goes. Pretty well. Hanging in there a bit longer than I thought. Or expected even. Finished halfway. Nice. Did you hit Zen like everyone does? Might be useful. Not you. You. Let's pop out. Hang on. Sneeze. Yeah. The exoskeleton might be better. Yeah. And we'll take this out and replace it with Molotov. Alright, yeah, the alien world was Zen. Spelled with an X if I remember right. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, it's serious music too. brain is robotic too. It's just made into a brain shape for aesthetics. Become ultra mighty. Probably because I gave Arete, whatever, the Void Shield, because it does giga damage, but it won't have a good defense earlier in the game. Only just realizing that now. Yeah, I thought she was just like, oh, she just fucking very weak to fire, tragically, but no. Go for it, fuck it. Probably should have made her do the void thing, speaking of that. Oh well. The void thing is really worth it for just raw damage though. Case in point. Like, it's one of the few interesting areas, even though there's a stronger focus on the terrible platforming. Fair. Most people usually hate it just because A, the platforming, and B, the final boss is just a bit of a fucking cunt to hit. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna go, like, let him out of my room. And then I'm gonna see if he's got food downstairs. So you had good level design, some pretty interesting areas later on. Pardon me, I'm gonna sneeze. There. Barely any story characters, so Raw didn't hate it, but calling it average would feel like a compliment. I think it's maybe slightly below average. I feel like that's fair. Even if I think it is, I would say it's, you know, about average or a bit better than average, I think. Like, Half-Life is very much a tech demo series, I think I've said before, and that's really, really evident in Half-Life 1, but I do find, like, the shooting very satisfying, and at least the shooting noises and shit very satisfying, if nothing else. And that's enough for me. You're right though, like, there is barely any story or any characters. You see, every time you get to a point, someone comes up to you and he says, Freeman, go to thing to do thing. You're the only one who can. I guess because you're the only one in an armor suit. And then, you know, just off you go. Well, I probably should have seen it before I walked up here. I think I did see it, like, you know, close enough at least. Ah, I should have brought Laura. Sitting away from the mic a bit, give me a second. I'm now sitting closer to the mic. I'm not sure how much of a difference it makes, but I've become conscious about that. Oh, that figures. Hellacious damage. I don't have any point to that, so let's shoot it this time with this. You're actually better suited with your purified drone up, actually. guess I could actually... No, not now, but I could use that before the next hyper. There you go. Right through the core. Might as well. Only seems intent on attacking these two. Not quite there yet. He might actually do this. That does just do hell damage in general, really. And that always turn. Yeah, let's try that. Free program. Oof. I mean, yeah. Immediately see it, but it's the damage more than anything. Hefty shit. Don't want to give up the mad power of her programs to that. She used the program, but I didn't, I forgot. Speaking of, you might as well. Should see it that turn. Oh, whatever. It's fine. And just complete the set, why not? Ooh. Where'd all those salt gunmen say? Sorry, I was distracted there. Really default belly spreads damage to characters, 6 mono characters. Yeah, Bravely Default is actually really good about shit like that, where like, you know, class abilities just combo into each other like super well. It was like, if there's a fucking great game for doing shit like that. Ooh. I haven't actually played the Half-Life expansions, thinking about it. Blue shifts more. CM opposing force makes combat more prevalent and new guns. I should probably give opposing force a whirl at some point then. Oh, you got a special death. I think you probably shouldn't hit the crystal directly. Yeah, you're going for a chipping thing, but... Look at the most of these little cutscenes. I was expecting this to go straight to this one, essentially, but... Woo. Hmm. Splitting the party again, are we? You have a bad habit of that, Alyssa. I guess the title of the game is Cosmic Star Heroine, not Cosmic Star Heroes. But you know. Any new shields? Probably not, really. Might be just as good or better on her than the Void ones, but... Blue Shift was apparently made as a Dreamcast exclusive, but then we superseded and decided not to port Half-Life to the Dreamcast. That's funny. I know I do remember that it was on Dreamcast, but I didn't realize that was the circumstances of it. There's an old Retrograde video where they were like, you know, taking the piss out of someone who's playing it on Dreamcast and recording through a camera, of course, and it was a hellish video. Yeah, let's go to Nullup. You see, it looks kind of idyllic, which means it's absolutely like the worst hellhole around. Worse than any of the other cyberpunk dystopias or ghost-ridden shitholes we've been to. The mayor himself comes out to declare this. Surprised it wasn't immediately chucked into a jail cell, let's be real. This town's cool. I feel like it's a bit open air for personal conference room. That's probably not good. Yep, figures, doesn't it? Emergency pre-death technicians. I mean, in a place like this, can like attempted murder really be much more than like, you know, a few months? Really? You watched Star Wars yesterday. Which Star Wars, dare I ask? Like the first, like, episode, I was gonna say one, it's 4. Well. Everyone's just got... Okay. Oh, you know he's important. Look at him. What are you doing there, Space Mosby? Episode 9. Yes, okay. What'd you think of it? Alright, welcome aboard. What's your deal? Damn. All ghosting makes sense, I suppose. They are accused. Hey, wind and ice. Wind and fire. That sounds pretty sick to me. Oh, just you with that one at least. Quite a range, doesn't it? Reversed. Huh. Right. Yeah, like, we're all over. We got a ghost PI in our party now. That's a good thing to point out. He's like a fucking wizard in general, too. Much worse than the previous film. Story didn't make sense. Completely disconnected from the earlier movies. That pretty much matches what I've heard from everyone else. Well, some did say it was only connected in the sense that they were hastily trying to clean up loose ends and just, you know, kill the trilogy, essentially. Which, if you could just let Rian Johnson do his thing, unpopular as it was, and to be fair, like, Last Jedi did have its problems. Like, the entire Casino Planet bit could be cut from the movie and there'd be no difference. And a lot of the other bits could be rewritten to be a lot better. But, you know, at least it had, like, actually really interesting ideas and actually executed something quite well. Somehow disconnected in itself. That sounds like a fucking cosmic experience. It's like it's not even trying to be coherent in itself. It's just literally trying to fill out everything it can. I still haven't seen episode 9. I'm not sure when I will. Likely at some point. Alright, government building. I guess it is the other way then. Well, maybe. Yeah, no. He made a name for himself around here. Hello. He's just come here, he's just staring at me. What? Did you eat your food? So they explicitly just become ghosts around here. Okay. Ooh. I like that description. Ugh. Despair fists. Just huge knives. Yeah. I guess we might as well. I forget what she has. She's powerful well, but I forget what that does offhand. Check, but while we're at it, let's just probably can't add anyone now, so I can't check anyone right now. That's just hack 2 plus 10. That's fine, we can replace that. I'll buy this, but I'll equip it later. Same for that. I think this is probably just a straight upgrade, so you might as well. Region HP, yeah, you might as well. That's where we came in, so... It was probably back up here then, wasn't it? At the capital boom. Come on. Something in need of analysis? Well. Alright. I guess that's why Sibe didn't drink his. Anything else other than that? At least they're all very open and willing about like the the process of law and everything. What are you sitting on the floor like that for? Remember Soldat? I don't remember Soldat offhand. J.J. Abrams is the first person to get the Star Wars atmosphere right in ages, feeling going on mysterious adventures since the one they got kind of right. He is kind of good at that, if nothing else. Like, I kind of felt that in, like, The Force Awakens at times, too. He's got that, like, it's not exactly the same style, but it is kind of similar to, like, the Spielberg style of, like, fantastic wonder. He's pretty good at capturing that and things. It's free, sequel probably won't be free. Fair enough. I was hoping it does well, man. It's making the jump to a paid sequel might be a bit awkward. Well, it can be a bit awkward, but at the same time, probably build up goodwill. Alright. Well, you half made it onto the bed. There he goes. did make 2 hit games in the interim. King Arthur's Gold and Butcher. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of sold that at all, then, especially if it's an older one. I guess her. I wonder who's did the assassination. Sure, I suppose it was about time that she turned up again. Funny enough. He's good at his job. He's stringing all this together pretty quick. Where's Newberg again? Use the trash bin. So this is the library, I'm pretty sure. So this is where Gunmancy comes from. Alright. Yep. Not too subtle, that one. Nice and quick. Let's, let them figure it out themselves. There's no other problem, the force is completely random. You can put on a spaceship, and a few minutes later she seems really weak. Almost gets destroyed with force lightning, but then it doesn't manage to go through a single lightsaber. Yeah, that's wildly inconsistent. I feel like the sequel trilogy in general is kind of bad about that. Like, whoops. Oh. Back. Get rid of that. Sorry. Like, Rey starts with like the Jedi mind trick instead of like lifting shit, and that's that's not too bad by itself. People can't know what it means she's a Mary Sue. It's like, yeah, she mind tricked a stormtrooper. Like they're basically already like brainwashed dipshits. Like they barely have minds of their own. So what is there in that? And then by like the end of the next movie, the big super act is just lifting some rocks. Like, it's like Like, most of the time you see her training in the second movie as well, it's actually mostly like lightsaber combat rather than any force stuff. Thinking about it as well. The new stormtroopers are like, if I remember right, they're the First Order kidnaps like children and like raises them and brainwashes them, or some shit. So like, any which way, they're not mentally very strong. Like that was Finn's whole deal, at least. Like he broke the brainwashing and realized everything was fucked up and tried to run away. Or he had a broken form rather when the horrors of war and seeing his fellow man die. So, like, her being able to mind trick, like, that sort of, they're probably not very mentally strong, so her doing that's fine. But then, like, the grand, super Jedi power of the second movie is just she lifts some rocks. Rocks that could have easily been, like, shot out of the way or blown out of the way by something, but whatever. Hello. So going from that to just compose on a spaceship and then, just later on not being able to do shit is weird. Hello. Just patting the cat, pardon me. To the waterfall. Someone did mention the waterfalls, like, extracts or whatever were very interesting. Oh, pardon me. Alright, well. Bigger waterfall. Actually, what are we? Please. No, it's probably beyond time. What am I talking about? So I just need to find the exit from time. She completely mind controls him with the mind trick. Not exactly a mind trick anymore. At that point, like at that point, it's just mind seizure. I think Geist, he has way too much HP. What's your party? Out of curiosity. He just has a lot of meat. Yeah, I remember that. But like, what's your party out of curiosity? Because I don't remember him being an overly long fight. Then again, I was kind of geared towards a somewhat a warish. Oh. Am I seeing through the Scrimexium? Please. This is not a time for you two to start bickering about like nature versus science. I knew these things were going to be a problem when I saw one in time. I didn't know about that. Should use the meteor, really. I should have brought the void thing actually and stuck it on side. So since we're in a locked party thing, so we're not gonna have much in the way of assistance for a bit. Yeah, save that for the hyper. I'm a gunman, 2 people spamming trample and healer. Engineer going to engineer. I mean, no, that's valid. Wanting to max them out. To be fair, like, you know, it is a fine party in itself, anyway. So at least for that part of the game, the only thing I would say is probably having like, you know, who did I have at that point? Or rather, what class did I have at that point? I think the only difference would be like I had a more overtly magic class. And that might have made the difference, just because the magic classes in Bravely Default are fucking war. Just shoot. I like her standard shot animation is a lot more serious than like... Oh, let's just fucking do it, kill it. A lot more serious than his like giant magic blast ones. What did that do for us? Yeah, run with it. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you treated versatility for damage as red mage, yeah. Oh well, fuck me. I was kind of wondering if I was seeing you again. Welcome back. I wonder how long you stuck around this time. Ah, fuck, you make me want to play the Bravely games again. I do need to recharge my 3DS anyway, so I do want to get around to like fucking Echinocity 5 and Nexus and all the rest of it, so I might, while I'm on a 3DS kick at some point, just pick the Bravely games up again. Serpent from another star. Alright, sick, we got Hell War. What do we do here again? No style. Can survive, desperate. Fix poison. What's your program again? Ah. Start use of life, ice damage. I think we're in eye. Just fucking got them like fish. Your nasty claws. Yeah, we'll stack up for that. For now. Spew. Let's see. Yeah, basically just do this and eat one of them alive. The bite animation, considering it's like a distant ball thing, is kind of curious. Hell yeah, go for it. voodoo. Survive. Long enough to drop your bomb. Is the war screaming going? Let's recharge. So you drop the big one. That might catch these two, so go for it. You got all of them. Fuck me, man. Yeehaw. Go for it. Quite significant. Two more bots came in. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know, like... It's curious, like 3 bots in one night is a curious amount. Maybe it's just a general, like, upswing in them. I don't know. My character's a red mage even at the end, but really only for the physical stats and amazing passive. He just doesn't... just spend every turn spamming meteor. I mean, I suppose that's fair. I just stuck, like Agnes I just had left in the Sage class at the end. In part because the Sage passive was just... What was it, Sage? I forget the exact name of it. It's not Sage, it's the optional class you get from the old man when you beat him in battle. Like the ultra magic class. And you know, the passive is just any enemy like weaker than you by a certain amount is just ganked at the start of the fight no matter what. Because that was just fucking beautiful. That was just a glorious. That was this because you still got EXP and shit from it. So once I had that, I just kind of walked around getting myself to level 99 in like not even like an hour. It was like under an hour, just like minutes of walking around, just having Agnes just auto gank everything in an area. It was fucking great. Just swapping everyone's jobs around as they got like job points and shit. And they're quite fast. Well, sure enough. These damn good damage. Speed things up pretty quick. I actually did a lot more than I expected. I like you, Zork. Universe Sim finally entered beta. Was it like open beta or like just beta? Hammer has been freed from Geist. setup. I was hoping that would catch both of them, but whatever. We're getting some elaborate victory animations around here. Ooh. Poisons user, that's curious. Right enough, I should check your abilities. Oh damn. Die or die. That's pretty sick. Keeps poisoning himself, I'm noticing. More damage to organics. That's pretty good. Go with, kinda need these two as a pair, I feel like. But you know, let's take Relentless. Hell, why not? Released in early access in mid-2018. Ah, okay. So that kind of better. It's coming along nicely, and that's like coming up on 2 years. We've followed the game since the Kickstarter in 2014. I mean, they're taking their time with it. They be further than they're actually making progress. So that's good to see. That's heartening in an age where, you know, Star Citizen exists. What that Zapper thing is for, then. Should have equipped his, like, fucking other abilities. Orson's, actually. But I'll pick one and shoot it. Yeah. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, they fucking like you, Zorka, don't they? Oh, Zork. Fucking eat that one. Stunned again. One. That doesn't lie about boosting his defenses, huh? It's not quite there yet. Hey. Man, that exoskeleton really does this fucking boost like crazy. Most of the reviews are good, but the helpful reviews of upvotes are bad. I feel like that's usually how it goes. Like, people don't actually care about the ones that are actually like helpful or useful. They care about the ones that are like, this game good. Oh wait, unless you mean bad as in like, yeah, like bad as in the ones that review it down, or it's shit. Or boosted. I just realized that there. Forgive me. I underestimate the strength of that. Let's see that turn. Oh, look at that. That's the good shit. But most helpful for the negative. Right, I see. That's kind of a curious pattern. It's mostly like positive. Is it like, are the negative reviews like newer? Like people reacting to like the beta version or what? Because that might explain the trend then. So like if most are positive, they're just like older or like not as recent as like the negative ones that people like have seen and upvoted for being recent. Blast him. Oh hell. Oh, there's a chest around there. Nothing in the way? I'm surprised. It was only money, to be fair. Enjoy. It's a very nice cube. I feel like that's fitting. Although I feel like the health is like low enough for that you would just get them. I'll take that for extra beef, actually. Oh, it's different versions of these things. It's been a while. Maybe we are. That was nice of them to give us that ice cape right before leaving. Well, they immediately know what they don't like. I mean, let's see. Yeah, there's always something nice about the brain of the game, so just turning encounter rate down to just run back and get a chest you missed. Negative ones are fairly new, between 1 and 3 months old, fair enough. I feel like it's not the best sign, it's also not released yet, so I'll wait till I get it anyway. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, fair, like, with how long they're taking, like, it only being beta now, it might not come out for like a whole another year, probably. It's probably fairly safe to guess that, if not longer. So any problems it does have now, could probably, there's probably plenty of time to smooth them over. Savage. God, my eye itches. Yeah. actually. Go for it. It didn't stun. They're all just kind of like ignoring Orson. That's funny to me. I don't believe in ghosts. Steady on their Xbox controller. I just began rocking of its own accord, and I don't like that. Why did you just start doing that? Oh. And just focus on him, just fucking. See him slay him. Yeah, do this. I just had him kill the one on the left because it actually has more health than I realized it did. This is just passing the buck over and over again until... Yeah, we still have that up, that's fine. Someone else got it. It's curious there's no sign for that. His attacks with that auto attack thing are actually pretty like hectic though. I must say. How far deep in can they really be? I see that chest there. Oh well, fuck. Slow but incredibly powerful. Oh, so this is like the big giant worm eagle thing we fought on Romu, actually, isn't it? So, you know, open with Flood, and then do the water shot directly. 666. She probably should have stunned it, but we'll let the first attack go out and see what it's like. Yeah, that's pretty hectic. Yay. Hit with that for my, so that will do more damage than basically anything. Yeah, do brutalize, then we'll do the organic beam attack and see how that stacks up on Hyper. Oh well, Chris has gone live with Bug Fables. Well, shit. Yeah, actually get one's attack up while you're at it. Why not? Just in time for... Decent enough. Actually good shit. But for now, just get your sticks up. 2 for that matter. Yeah, just go for it. This might suck. Okay, that sucks though. I guess I should scale more off. Double stream time. I have to go to stream and shit talking. I'll just do it in the Twitch chat. Just go into his chat and just keep typing penis until he bans me. As Hammer tries to listen to both of us talking at the same time in different ears, and just slowly like overloads and dies. Yeah, just twat him with that. Just the next one, Hyper next turn, should do some good shit. I'm kinda glad that does a lot of damage, so you don't have to worry about it right now. So we do have the water stick, which makes us have water physical attacks. So it all checks out. You know, the thought never occurred to me that he would still get his hyper when auto attacking. That's some good shit. With the bug. Orson, it tried to fucking eat us. And okay, I probably could have avoided some of those fights. But the Widower, that was just not happening. We just had to kill that one. And let's be real, we probably just did your society a benefit, really. I mean, we did use a solid. I wonder if this weird alien hell structure has anything to do with the disappearances. What time are we on? It's only 10:30. I'll keep going. Just the usual 11 time. Deceased souls. I mean, Echo is pretty much guaranteed to be here, right? Oh, good sign. Yeah. Shot every screen along the way. Hey. Not looking very good condition. Alright. Gendo Akari is just going a bit insanely power crazy. You stuck around long enough for us to find it? Probably gonna wreck our shit and escape, isn't it? That or you'll just escape anyway. Even if we wreck his shit. Alright. Guess can't argue with that. I feel like we're clustered together here a bit tightly. Spew. And so far, not very unreasonable, so that's nice. It's a nice start at least. I mean, it's probably not organic, so just fucking brutalize it. Oh yeah, I remember that one, I think. That was a fun treat to find out. I think at that point, I had Magnolia as mage. I think. Am I remembering the right fight? I have elemental weapons equipped. Oh, well, dear. I think that's what I did. And then the first thing I did was like, alright, time to die, and like, you know, cast the opening spell. I was like, oh, good. Actually, that thing's already... We're doing fair damage on that. Yep, perfect. Yeah. Get your bad juju going. It's defending, so that's probably not the best sign. Usually when I see that in like a Final Fantasy or whatever, that sort of message gives me the fucking shits. It could just genuinely be that it won't take much damage if anything. Yeah, it didn't have a revenge mechanic. Oh well. Beat him with a stick. Oh yeah. Forgot about that. I genuinely forgot about that in those games. There's some like old Final Fantasy you can do that in as well. Not all of them, but like some. I think 4 you could in particular. But a handy thing to have in a lot of them, honestly. Earthquake. Of course. So it's all just 10. She should have chanted. Not that he'll get his next turns. I think she's about to finish this, but yep. No. You just know he's in here doing something weird because we got the organ music coming out. Dark energy. So what's one they rival even the Hive? What's your great idea for a game, Emily? Lay it on me. Because it's either going to be genuinely great or it's going to be fucking cursed. There's no in between. So go for it. Throws off his cape. Didn't waste any time, did he? Oops. Well, that's mildly ominous. Stay the course. So where did he learn to be a dark sorcerer, dare I ask? Ah, shit. I didn't mean to hit him, I actually meant to attack the other one, but they... Since we can shred him fairly quickly. That is kind of like the traditional Square Enix way, which in the Bravely games, yeah, I mean, it's like there's usually only like 1 or 2 core tricks to a fight. Once you have them, like have them down, like they're pretty standard, pretty simple, good stuff. Oh, yeah, fuck everyone's meat. That one will go with defending, which means it's not going to do anything. Good. So you want him. We want this guy ganked before he can keep some anymore. Might as well buff yourself again. Do brutalize and do auto attack. I might actually clip the one on the right. I'm just outside it. Let's save that for next turn. That's not great. Fix yourself up. What's this next turn? Might be in like a super. Oh, that refreshes unites. Ooh. That's probably not worth the risk. Go for it. I figured he's hold on for another turn. This is really gonna suck. Basically have to heal yourself like nigh. There we go. I was kind of expecting that killing him would kill the rest. Imagine an RPG where there's a huge range of power levels and the gameplay changes throughout the game. It starts being really clunky because your character doesn't know how to fight, and it quickly develops the normal action RPG combat. Stays a while, character slowly starts developing to superhuman level, and the combat changes to a platinum-esque spectacle fighter. That would be fucking rad. I would be really down for that. In some ways, that's kind of like... funny, that's kind of like the progression of like the Kingdom Hearts series, but across like multiple games. Like, Sora starts out as, you know, he can basically only like twat things with a stick and he can't do much in the way of fanciness. And then by game, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3, he's like fucking like jumping into like fucking space. Like light speed zipping in the enemies, slicing all around them and shit. You're fucking rattling off combos, blocks, dodges. Fucking like diving through attacks and casting spells and shit. But having that all in like one game, that would be an insane like progression. I hope Platinum steal that, really. They could. They've had like a fair dab at like action RPGs. They could just do, you know, this Nier Automata with like more focus on the combat system. Like, just do it. And just have that progression. Like, you start off small and simple and then you just work your way up to fucking flipping through shit. Ooh. Murder. I would recommend that, Emily. Even if I mean, you've seen a lot of the games, you probably don't remember all the finer details. But you do get the chance, I would recommend it, because they are fun games. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1 is a bit dated in terms of gameplay, because it's early PS1. And, like, Square Enix is, like, one of Square Enix's first shots at a proper action RPG. But, you know, like... And, you know, like, Birth by Sleep, because it was originally a PSP game, has, like, you know, some issues. But, like, the rest of them are, like, really good. 2 and 3 in particular are, like, just, like, top-tier action RPGs. You're not even really there for, like, the Disney/Final Fantasy stuff, really. At the end, you're, like, by the end of it, you're just there for the original Kingdom Hearts stuff, and the madness there. Stay on, Luigi. Oh, that sounds like... that sounds like Final Dungeon. Damn. Alright. Might as well. I'm sort of half sec you ever anyway, I think with the spin-offs. Fair enough. Like, that's as fresh views you're gonna get. Which will be really funny when I'm playing like the DLC for 3. Assassin's Creed Unity became the most expensive and one of the cheapest games on Steam at the same time, thanks to the bug. That is so perfectly fitting for Assassin's Creed Unity. It is so fitting that even on the storefronts it's sold on, it becomes such a glitchy mess that it is simultaneously the most expensive and the cheapest at the same time. How did that happen? Dare I ask? Oh, okay. Oh, is everyone gonna have a little side quest now? What do you mean, what happened? Oh, if you're on about the Assassin's Creed Unity thing? Okay. I guess you might as well do everyone's these side quests then. That was New Romer, isn't it? Or not, well, New Romer on the planet Romer. So fuck it, let's go have a gander. Yeah, I figure we better put him in our party. And these two might be good enough. Alright, down to New Roma. So it was south, I forget it was west or east, but one of the two. Attack on our water system, we'd all die. That's funny. I think I get that reference. It'd have to be southeast, I suppose. The Mafia's all the way out here, surely. Not towards the Zanziran ruins. In Indonesia, the game dropped a 28 rupiah. That's fucking amazing. How did that even happen? Like, how did, like, I don't know, like, was that just different branches of Ubisoft fucking up, or was that Valve fucking up? Oh, I call it right on bringing, Zorka with us. Yeah, these things are a bit of a formality, aren't they? It's kind of nuts, because we weren't here all that long ago in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, dude. Get your tricks going. Apparently a Steam bug. Fucking cosmic. Yeah, it's just kind of bullying, isn't it? Catching. I'm looking for mobsters. Seems like you fit the bill. Yeah. Might as well keep up the habit, even if it is a bit unnecessary. Yeah, and only in like certain stores too, at the same time, nonetheless. That's the bit that gets me. The fact that it happened at the same time. Like, how did you swing that one? Bye. Just run up and dig. Could it be? I'm pretty sure it would have to be underground. I thought this occurred to me with the could have meant like southeast from New Roma on top, but yeah, because there's no exit in here, is there? And yeah, shit still was fucked up there. I mean, to be fair, it is Sawhorse, so like weird shit can happen for seemingly no fucking reason. But even then, yeah, like, just after a point, it's just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, how did you do that? Yeah. I mean, what other screens have we got, I suppose? It's all the same road. Hashes one is an actual helpful review. The second Hashes one is a person completing that after 6 years. The game only has around 10 hours of content. Well, clearly, because it's been in development for 6 years, that means it needs to have like 300 hours of content minimum, or it's not even worth 5 out of 10. That's exactly how development works. There's no such thing as like having to develop tools or systems or anything like that. That's all lies. Oh, it is this way, isn't it? Demon cats. See the slight differences in the team's defenses. This is probably not the right place. No, this does not look like a mob place. Fuck, let's have a look. Oh well, fuck me. Hey, buddy. Alright, guessing he's an optional boss. Yeah, just a bit. Cameo boss fight. I mean, hey, let's see how well we do. It's not exactly an optimal team, but hey, fuck it, go for it. You cannot disarm or render Cthulhu vulnerable. He does not care. Does Cthulhu count as organic? These are the questions we must ask. He's going to shred us very quickly. I've determined that much already. Yeah, probably going to just murder the living shit out of us. Optional superboss, yep. Podcast on Twitch about Star Citizen. People seem to know every single bug in the game. God damn. Yeah, we're probably not beating Cthulhu. Spoilers. Hello, Luigi. What possessed you to wake up? Well, we managed to disarm him, so I'm gonna count that as a win. Music's pretty banging too. Well, that's unfortunate. $96,000 to go. Oh. We'll give it the first shot we can take, but I get the feeling he's probably going to win. Spoilers. Everyone's got their resistances up enough to survive that, that's funny. I'll say survive. To not be hit by that. Well, now he's attacking twice. I think this is pretty much where we die. Oh, just barely. Ah, your healing thing is out. Well, that's unfortunate. He's going down. And she's done. Well, do what you can, lads. For what good it may do you. I'm 72,000 out of like whatever he started at. I feel like that's a decent whack. Well, that probably won't work out exactly. I don't scream at him as you go down. Anyway, yeah, let's repeat Nicola, you died as you lived. Being stupid. That's about right. This is gonna be like, oh dear. Fair enough. That's a Sarlacc. This is just a Sarlacc. Yeah, we kept right on our team at least. Suppose you really couldn't disable a giant hole in the ground like that. Everyone's managed to get more or less fine except for Sue, which is a bit funny. And a bit tragic. I guess I'll heal him then, do your other attack, and then, yeah. Get him patched up. Uppercut the hole in the ground. There we go. I might need to mute. My Xbox One controller has already developed the problem where sometimes when I hit right, it will just stick and start doing that. I'm pretty sure it's the controller and not the game, but even so, that's aggravating. No worries, Emily. Thanks for watching, thanks for coming out. I'll see you next time. I do have to mute. Alright. Alright. Yeah, now we're going down. Yeah, no, I can't beat that. Oh well. That's just two, like, fucking mad bosses down there, good lord. So where is the spot? He said New Roamer. So did he mean on the surface, or did he mean here? Because it's behind that mall, we probably can't... Man, probably I could beat it if I like rearranged the team and thought about it, but... Pardon me. You know, like Clark's healing on it. I could probably put that off. Give me a second. I don't know why I'm getting all throaty. Ugh. Alright. Oh god. I'm actually going to stop there anyway because we're now over 11. So, that's going to be Cosmic Star Heroine for the night. Ugh. Oh god, I don't know what's going on with her. But yeah, pardon me. Next stream is probably going to be the weekend, you know, our now usual weekend thing. I'm going to see a movie on Sunday, so I would hope we get that done on Saturday. So probably Saturday. Depending on how I've got things going, I might stream again on Friday for, you know, this. Because why not? We'll see how things go though. So if it's Friday, it'll be this. If it's Saturday, it's going to be the podcast, which we still don't have a name for. So I'll have to sort that. Yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching, Hammer, and good night. I'll see you next time. Sleep well.